GST credit forms an important element of your business because it reduces your GST liability. Whenever you make your purchases, there is a GST component in it and you take the credit. However, there can be a situation when the GST officer can deny that credit. Now, when that can be done by the GST officer and how we can avoid that, all these things we will discuss in this video. Hello everyone, welcome to KCC channel. I'm CS Sandeep. Now, if you have a tax invoice, that is not sufficient proof that your purchases are genuine, because it has been found in many cases that the GST officer has denied the credit when you are not able to prove that your purchases are genuine. We are discussing some points which have been brought about in a Supreme Court judgment which was ruled very recently, and this ruling is with regard to the VAT law. However, it holds good for the GST law as well. Now, what are the ways in which you can prove the genuineness of your purchases? Number one, you should have the name and address of the selling dealer, meaning thereby that whenever you make the purchases, the GST vendor, that address should be identifiable, because it has often happened that the GST department officials have visited that place of the vendor, and if they find that the vendor, the address which has been mentioned in the invoice, and there is no business existing at that place, then the GST credit is denied and rejected. Therefore, the address of the selling dealer should be proper and identifiable. Number two, the goods that you have taken delivery, some transportation must have happened. Therefore, you should have the details of the vehicles through which the transportation has happened, and you should provide the vehicle details to the GST department with an authentic proof. Number three, you should have made the payment for the freight charges that you have paid to that transporter. So the proof of that freight charges, the payment of that freight charges should be there with you. Number four, if you have taken the weight of the goods that have been delivered to you, you should have the weighment slip, which is a very good proof that the purchase is genuine, because whenever the goods have been received, you must have taken the weight which should match with your tax invoice, because the tax invoice contains the weight of the goods that have been taken delivery of, and this proves that the genuineness is there in your purchase. Next is the acknowledgement of the delivery of the goods. Whenever you take delivery of the goods, you have to give an acknowledgement that the goods have been delivered, because the vendor would like to see that you have acknowledged the goods so that he can stake a claim in future that you have taken the goods, acceptance of the goods is there, now you ought to make the payment. So that copy of that acknowledgement of the goods that you have taken delivery of should be there with you, which can be produced before the GST officer. Next is the tax invoice. Obviously, tax invoice is a very important document that has been mentioned in the GST law as well. So you should have a copy of the tax invoice with you. Last but not the least, the payment particulars should always be there. When you made the purchases, you must have made the payment also, and that payment should reflect in your bank statement. You should be able to produce that bank statement with the GST officer so that it can be justified that the payment for that invoice has been done. So this is all in this video. I hope that you find it useful. If you find it good, then please press the like button, share the video with as many people as possible, subscribe to our channel, and hit the alert notification. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.